What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Jugga, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen, for quarterfinals of the JJDL. We are taking on Coach Bash of the Nicki Minaj Santaconda. Now, obviously, you guys for the standings. Would like to say that both Alphon and Bash guaranteed their playoff spots. Alphon actually pulled off the 6-0 win, which actually projected him to the 7th seed, and Bash actually, thanks to Diff and schedule and all that stuff, Bash guaranteed the 8th seed. So we are taking on Bash, who was one person I was a little like 50-50 on whether I wanted to face him or not for playoffs because of his team. But with that being said, let's go into this team group before we get into the matchup. You guys are excited? If you like, you haven't already, subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Striker crew today because we're feeling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, let's get into this matchup. Looking at Bash's team, he's got a pretty cool squad here. He's got Ursula the Blood Moon, Enamorous, KOMMO, which I believe can be allowed to claim her soul, Sarah Ledge, Corviknight, Mew, Inteleon, Lurantis, Breloom, Toxapex, and Morgrem. Looking at this matchup is very terrifying. His Terra Captain's been the Inteleon, which is Grass and Electric, which I expect to come to this matchup. It's probably one of his best Terra Captains going into this game. Lurantis could make sense a little bit, but I don't know if it realistically does make the most sense. And Morgrem's not coming. So there's a lot of things on this team that I feel like will have good variants to come. I think about just about everything could come to this matchup. I'm very terrified of the rest of the Blood Moon, Enamorous, and the KOMMO. Sarah Lich is a little bit threatening, but I think we can handle that thing relatively well. Mew is threatening, but I feel like he might be forced into a defensive Mew for hazard stacking, seeing as we do not have any hazard removal. Unless he wanted to go defensive KOMMO with Stealth Rocks, which I don't know. Corviknight's very annoying defensively, and Toxapex is just an annoying wall. Looking at what I expect my opponent to bring, I'm expecting pretty much defensive options between Toxapex and Corviknight. I think he's going to bring like 4 main offensive wall breakers. The Inteleon is either going to be Specs or Scarf. I think that the Blood Moon could possibly be Scarf or Specs. I could also see Choppleberry, which makes a lot of sense. Physically defensive Toxapex and probably Spadef Corviknight to be able to take my team on. So very big threatening squad that we have to take on this week. So let's go over and see what we're bringing this week. We're bringing Calm Mind Jirachi Bay. We are bringing Jirachi here, which I actually did not name. Which thank goodness I caught that, because we would not be who we are if we did not nickname our Pokemon. We have Make-A-Wish, our Jirachi with Calm Mind, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Aura Sphere. This basically checks about every single thing that my opponent has to offer. The only thing that this would kind of struggle a little bit is maybe potentially the Corviknight if it's super Spadef heavy, but I think we could be able to beat that thing on a 1v1 scenario. We are running 4 HP, well, mostly defense investment of 116, max special attack, and enough speed to outspeed, I believe it was, the KOMMO, I'm pretty sure, is what our investment's for. It's been a little bit since I've put this team. But Jirachi can go really crazy if we can play around it correctly. We have Chidori here, which is getting enough speed to outspeed his base, I believe, 105 and below. No, this is outspeeding Enamorous and below. With Ivy Coverage, Play Dance, Sword Dance, and Horn Leech, definitely take a little bit of a risk with this set, but I think it's a set that definitely can pull off the work if we can play around it correctly and do really good. We don't check a couple of things really well if we don't get things rolling, but it's definitely something that we can definitely put into the back burner there. But we are, again, almost max speed outspeed the Enamorous, max attack, and 20 in defense. We are going with Sasquatch. We're going with screens this week, baby. I'm taking a risk with screens. I think screens do benefit us the most into this matchup, even though defog is a thing. We have Light Screen Taunt, which is really good, and Foul Play, which can check a lot of things on his team that have decent good attack offenses. Obviously, I get walled by Enamorous hardcore with this set, but we can be able to move around it. 136 HP, 8 attack, 136 defense, and 168 Spadef with a careful nature. I went with a little more Spadef nature just because I want to be able to take more hits better with the screens up. We are running 16 speed just to outspeed the majority of the bulk. Up next, we're bringing Vika Shock, our Cycle. We're actually rocking with Terra Fire this week. This gives us one of the best answers to a Corviknight already that we already had, but this also gives us one of the best Enamorous answers in the game, which I think is really, really cool. We're running max HP, 28 defense, 152 special attack with a modest nature with enough speed to, again, outspeed some that lower end bulk. Now, unfortunately, if the KOMMO comes here, KOMMO does wall this set completely, but we do have the Air Slash for that reason. I actually forgot to put Air Slash there. So KOMMO was not completely walling me in this set, but I'd be able to take hits from KOMMO as well, so this is just getting boosted. So there's that. We got Wutai, our Urshifu Rapid Strike, with that good old Roselli Berry. Enough speed to outspeed the KOMMO and everything under below. Basically, if I get this thing growing and get this thing trolling, it's going to be really good. I do need to be careful of the choice specs or the scarf on the Inteleon. I have to play Inteleon around carefully unless I don't want to win this game. Swords and Surgeon Strike, Zen Headbutt, and Drain Punch. 96 in HP, 160 speed again for the KOMMO and below, and max attack. Adamant Wutai has been one of our main MVPs of the entire season. Let's see if we can kind of keep them going. And last but not least, we have our boy Rex here with Close Combat, Outrage, Dragon Claw, and Iron Head with enough speed to again outspeed the KOMMO. Resting to attack, 96 in speed depth for a tiny bit of bulk with the choice. And we're going to gamble here. We're going to run Rivalry. Now, the reason why I'm running Rivalry is the fact there's some 50-50 chances that we can go with Ninjas. Now, again, if the Pokemon is the same if the Pokemon is same gender, we actually get another boost of a choice band boost. But I would say posing it's a small little extra bonus of an offensive move. So this is the best team I think I could come up with this matchup. It's again a tough one to go with here, but I think we're gonna do well. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the matchup against Bash here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this party started. And kind of like, okay, come on, game. I really hate my mouse, man. My mouse I really feel like I need to get a new computer. I know I keep saying that, and it sounds annoying, but it's one of those things I think I have to just do eventually, or maybe think about getting for Christmas. But good luck and have fun to Bash, though. Kind of like I said in the CPL playoffs game, which I will not spoil. But it's kind of one of those things. Good luck and have fun. All right, so he didn't bring any of his top tier threats. Okay, so that's good for us. He did bring the Breloom, though, which was a little bit of a hiccup there, but we have things around Breloom, unless it's Scarf Breloom. I really think some people are going to try to take advantage here and just try to bring some sets that are not going to make so much sense to me. So that ends up working out, then you know what? It's just what it is. So the Haxorus now... Haxorus looks insanely good. I kind of wish I had first impression now. My Vikavolt looks insane in this matchup. There is very little switchings to Vikavolt on this team. I think is really, really good. Sasquatch actually has some good viability in this matchup now. Chidori just kind of wins, honestly. I had to get Chidori in a position to start putting in work. Jirachi also pretty much just wins. So Jirachi endgame is probably what we're looking at here. I'm going to probably go into my Sasquatch here as my lead. And in comes the Mew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taunt this Mew straight up. Mental Herb. Okay, so he's Mental Herb. So he's definitely defensive. That's actually some pretty interesting tech there, not going to lie. Alright, so Mew. If you're max HP Mew with my Grimmsnarl, I actually do 40 to 47 with you. 40 to 47. I think I just want to gauge the damage here. I'm going to go for a foul play here. He is going to get the rocks up here. So we do 56% to him, which is actually pretty good here. I think I'm going to go into... That Mental Herb was such a really good bring there. He might save the Mew. I'm going to go into my Jirachi. So I switched out, so he must have stayed in. He's faster. Damn. That sucks, actually. And he's knocked. Damn, that really sucks for us, man. He built a fast Mew. That's really unfortunate. That's going to probably be the game. Wow. I did not expect him to be a fast Mew with that said. Wow. That's honestly got a great prep. I can't be mad at that. That's really unfortunate for us, though. That is really unfortunate for us. He was fast lead Mew. Oh, I can get rid of this. Damn. Did not expect that Mew set. That Mew set really caught us off guard. Now, do we have a shot to still win this? Low key, I don't think we do. It's really going to come down to probably playing around this Inteleon. Man, I really wish I brought a Scarfer now, and I really wish I brought Trailblaze, because then I could have guaranteed knowing if I was Scarf or Specs. Ugh. We're probably going to lose to Bash because of that Muse set, dude. That was such a fire Muse set. Mental Herb with Taunt, and enough speed to outspeed either defensive Jirachi or me creeping his KOMMO with the Mew, which may or may not be a thing. He could just be running max speed. But again, you just gotta give man props, you know? You gotta give them props. My Jirachi is such a great mon in this match, but I don't necessarily need Jirachi. I can win this game with KOMMO if I get rid of this dude. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the Psychic here. As I go for the Surf. Oh, that sucks. So I can actually scout that damage from Surf. I mean, I don't think I was gonna kill it with a Thunderbolt. Unless I was, and if that's the case, I'm gonna be so mad. Thunderbolt would have been a roll. And I also had the Serene Grace chance there, so... And they're also Surf. Wrong button. So Surf... The 62 to 70, so they're not Specs. They're probably Choice Scarfed. Because Surf should do 42 to 49. Yeah, they low rolled that Surf. Just gonna Thunderbolt. I have to sack Jirachi now. They've got to be Scarfed. I think I'm gonna go into Vikavolt here. And I think I'm gonna throw off an Air Slash here. That's looking like timid damage. And plus, if I go for the Air Slash, it does guarantee this. So I'm just going for the Air Slash here. And a crit. Crit did not matter, but that is actually huge actually for us. We actually now just got rid of his Terra Captain. That's actually very massive for us. That actually opens up a door for Chidori to win this match. So Chidori now just basically has to get a Swords Dance off, and Chidori wins. I'm very surprised he just raw risked his thing there. Now the Air Slash flinch, that Air Slash crit, that didn't crit, did not matter. So 33 to 40. It's a high roll on that Surf, which is really unfortunate. I wonder what he's trying to figure out here. I wonder if he's trying to figure out whether or not to go into KOMMO here or not. He's also probably trying to figure out if I'm Specs. But he also might be figuring out that I'm possibly Assault Vested, since I probably took that hit super well. Urshifu now looks prime position. In comes the KOMMO. I'm going to go for an Air Slash here. We do not allow a free setup turn here. I'm going for another Air Slash here. He close combated. That was hella risky. Alright. I'm going to get my Reflect up here. This matchup just got super hyper offensive now. And I'm going to taunt him just to stop him potentially Dragon Dancing. Alright. KOMMO. Jolly. +1 to Urshifu. Behind a Reflect. It isn't doing much to me. We're gonna SD here, boy. Oh, wow. That did way more damage than it should have. Is he adamant? Yeah, he's adamant. Uh-oh. I was not expecting him to be fast, to be that much fun. Oh, God. I think we lose. A crit! Are you serious? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me, bro. At +1, I guarantee live that. Well, that game I can't win. That's so unfortunate, dude. I have to lock into Outrage. Man, I should have scouted that. I did not. He did show his Mach Punch. God, man! Ah, that crit was massive. I mean, I was at, let's see. So the close combat did 58 with the crit. We out the crit to Heart Flame. It looks like he was Jolly. Yeah, I guarantee would have lived that. I guarantee would have lived that. Of course, I get critted. I don't think it would have mattered too much because then he had, the added back in the back. Maybe what I should have went is I should have went Ogerpon first, because then Ogerpon would have been able to have lived the close combat. We could have play roughed. He would have Mach Punched us. But then we go into Haxorus, and then from there we kind of play around from either going for close combat, Outrage, Dragon Claw, all this stuff, and we would have had a shot to fight back. That's so frustrating, man. And this is now the second time this has happened to me where I've had a dominant season and I lose round one of playoffs because of BM, man. Well, not BM, but you know what I mean. That's just so frustrating, man. That's so frustrating. It's so freaking frustrating, man. I should have just retaunted that Mew in hindsight. I should have just retaunted the Mew after that turn, because then I could have set up screens. He would have only not gotten the spikes up. And even if I taunt, if he goes for knockoff right, I then can probably go into my Urshifu after the reflective stuff there, and if he tries to knock off hair, I set up an SD, I can start breaking through his entirety of his team, and it's just, that's so freaking frustrating, man. That's so freaking frustrating. I won't lie, I definitely could have played a little different around that game, but the Mew set was a phenomenal bring. Gotta give credits to Bash on that Mew set. And it's just so annoying that KOMMO will crit there. I probably should not have tried to set up there. I probably should have just went for the Drain Punch there, or the Zen Headbutt. I probably should not have tried to got fancy, or I should have been Bulk Up over SD. And Bulk Up probably, now looking at it, might have been the better play, because if I had Bulked Up, I would have probably lived the following close combat. Drain Punch got my health back, but then Breloom probably comes in range to potentially knock me. Well, if Breloom doesn't knock me in range, I have a fountain of speed. I then headbutt everything. Yeah, maybe bulk up was smart. Was maybe the smarter bring. I don't know, but ah, man, that's so annoying. But like I said, I'm kind of getting a little bit burnt down on leagues right now, so I won't lie. Having one less league to do is good, but it's also frustrating because, again, like the crit on Instanteleon did not matter. 100% did not matter, but the crit on me 100% mattered. It just mattered in terms of the fact that we could have had a shot to win there. Oh, it's so frustrating, dude. That's so frustrating, man. I'm very surprised though he would risk. I'm actually quite curious if he's Jolly Como O with a close combat and an outrage against my Vikavolt. He got absolutely max roll. Are you kidding me? Because I was at 40 some percent. He got a max roll close combat to knock me out. That's so infuriating, dude. Unless he's adamant, which I don't think he was. I think you're forced to be jolly in this matchup. Unless you're adamant, and even then, adamant's still a roll, but the roll's probably a 50-50 or a little bit in his favor. It's just so frustrating to lose a game like that, man. But I'm gonna give my congrats to Bash. He definitely brought a great Mew set that really came in clutch for him. We definitely played a little bit bad there, I think, because we just didn't retaunt the Mew. If I had just retaunt that Mew, spikes would have gone up. Ogerpon and Urshifu guaranteed live the hit from KOMMO, and we would have been in a phenomenal position. But you know what? That's how the season goes, and unfortunately, small mistakes cost you. But I think we still had a phenomenal season. Want to give a massive shout outs to my Pokemon because I think I'm not going to be doing any more draft recap videos just because they're a little tedious and not really that great. So shout outs to the original members being Mamoswine, Fezzidipity, Hisuian Zoroark, Dragonite, and Sandslash. Some of you were great, some of you were ass. Shout outs to the team, Ogrepar Heartflame, absolutely amazing mon, probably our second best mon on this team. Very close though. We have Urshifu Rapid Strike, which is 100% the MVP of the season. MVP of the season. Love that mon. I've proven that mon is super good. We have Jirachi, which actually played a really good part of the season as well. Really good mon. Vikavolt, on a lie, was very underwhelming this time around. It was not that great of a Terra Captain, and maybe next time I get a chance to use it, I'll use it. But other than that, it's not that great of a Terramon, unfortunately. But we'll have to see how it goes. Haxorus, late game, was really coming in the clutch for us. Grimmsnow, as always, great support mon. Clodsire didn't really get to do much, but it was still a good mon to have. Overquill, big man! Not gonna lie, a little underwhelming. Didn't think it was that great, but maybe we should use it next time as a more offensive Pokemon than hazard setting Pokemon and such. Snorlax, honestly, Obo, your mascot, he really fell short this season. I don't know why. And Spooky, Spooky Dude, the Houndstone, it was just there. He was a good mon. But yeah, that's our season, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. There is probably going to be no more uploads. I think. No, wait. There's UMPL. The UMPL D League will be the only upload you're going to see on the channel going forward. Which now means I only have, as breaking the fourth wall, I only have to do 2 leagues to prep for. Which, oh my god, is going to be relieved. So once I'm done with these leagues, I'm going to take my little break, and then I believe I'm going to be a part of Owen's Upload Required Showdown League, which I think I'm not 100% confident on that, so don't quote me on that. But I'll probably be there back for there. Whenever JDL wants to do another one, obviously I'll probably be back for there, and we'll just see where the road takes us. But thank you all so much for your love and support this season. You've all been amazing. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.